Alright, so this is MRA round 4. This is my first race of the day on Sunday. I did not record on Saturday. So this is Amateur GTU, which I'm leading the championship in this class. So starting on pole, get the whole shot, lead into turn 1, and then, spoiler alert, I lead the rest of the race and take the win. So I just tried to get out of the gate strong, build up a lead those first few laps, and then just bring it home and take the win. Which I did in this case, so really happy about that. But the reason this is Sunday, I only have 3 races recorded this weekend, so it'll be a shorter highlights video than usual. But I did not record on Saturday because in my one sprint race, which I got second in middleweight super sports, I forgot to put the camera on my bike, and then the only other race I did that day was the 4-hour endurance, and I didn't record at all for that purposely because I didn't want to sort through all that footage. So here is the first footage of the weekend, and so not a whole lot to report here. We'll just kind of skip through this race. This is the first half a lap, and I never really saw anyone, just a few lappers, but I ended up winning by I think like 5 seconds. And so it's a pretty boring race to watch. So here's the final few corners of the race. That's a lapper up ahead of me. So I ended up winning this race, leading the championship. And so we can move on to the next race, which is middleweight superbike. And I'm starting in 2nd place on this, I believe, on this race. But there's a lot of fast guys behind me. I'm up there in the points in the championship, but there's a lot of faster guys behind me that don't have as many points. So Salvador takes the lead. I bogged the start. They were doing a flag start rather than lights. And then Dennis gets by me. So at this point, I'm in 3rd, trying to catch the back of them. But there are a bunch of fast guys coming up behind me, which you'll see in just a second. So I'm just trying to maximize my drive, tuck in as low as I can on the bike. There goes Justin on his Gixxer, so I'm now in 4th place. And then what I lose in straight line speed, I try to make up in braking and corners, but this time Justin was just too fast, got by me. So then this is the next lap, so still in 4th place. Justin got by Dennis, so now Dennis is in 3rd in front of me. Missed a shift there for some reason. It didn't grab the next gear when I hit it, so it killed what little drive I had to begin with. So there's this guy on his Gixxer. I don't know, he's number 290. I haven't met the guy, so I don't know him off the top of my head. There's Jeremiah, gets by me, so I'm now in 6th place. And this is a few laps later, catching up to Dennis. Those Jeremiah and the other Gixxer got by him, so they're up ahead. So I catch Dennis, I get by him here at this little cutback here, and then you can see him try to take an outside line here coming into turn 6, I believe. But I tried to defend the inside and then just get the drive out of there to make the position stick. And so far so good. Make it through here. And then this is a few laps later, so I get by Dennis, put some distance on him. But then Tyrell gets by me here, and in hindsight, like reviewing the footage, and it got a little tight there, and then get us a little tight in front of me here. Reviewing the footage, I could have held that position if I really tried, but in the moment it was just kind of, I didn't know he was back there, just kind of spooked me, and so I didn't react quick enough to hold the position, so he deserved that. And so let me think. I think I ended up in 5th. It's possible I was 6th though. I should know this, but got shuffled back. And then here it gets pretty close again. I'm just trying everything I can to get back by Tyrell, but just probably being a little too timid. Right there I was close, right there I was close. but just those are sketchy places to pass too. So even if I try to pass there, it would have been a bad decision. But try to get some drive up here, try to brake late, and then I broke a little bit too late and ran wide just by like, I don't know, a foot or two off the apex. But then it kind of killed my drive, so I just had no chance of getting back by Tyrell. So anyway, I think I ended up 5th, I think, because Justin crashed up in turn 4, if I'm remembering right. I could be wrong on which race is which. So this is my last race of the day, Amateur GTO, and this is with 600s and 1000s. So I'm on my R6. There's Gage to the left of me on his R1. He gets a good launch. I was starting from 2nd, he was starting from 1st. And so I try my best to stay on the back of him, but he's just quicker than I am around here, and so he gets away. By the time we came around for the 2nd lap, I couldn't even see him anymore. He was just gone. And so not a whole lot exciting from that front. But then this is probably 3 laps later, so I'm in 2nd, Gage is long gone, and then Justin comes by me right there, pretty close on the outside, on lap 3 or 4. And so I'm now in 3rd place, chasing down Justin, and he's on a BMW S1000. And so I'm just trying to keep up with him as best as I can. Obviously, you'll see here in a second, his straight line speed is just, I can't match him on my little R6. So he's just flying. So he's just gone into the distance. So then another probably 3 laps later, we were picking through traffic, and I got by him pretty well, so I can still see him. Coming through this corner, he runs a little wide and loses the front, and he picks it up and keeps going, but he loses enough time that I was able to close right back up on the back of him. And so here we go, right up on him. But again, he's just got so much power, so he kind of gets away from me. Brake late into turn 1, and at this point he's still kind of recovering from almost tucking the front, and so he's a little bit off pace, so I was able to kind of stick it up underneath him, take the position back. So at this point, obviously, you know, the back straight is coming up here. Obviously he's going to get by me again with that power, but I'm just trying my best to get in front of him as much as I can, so that through the corners and through the braking zones he doesn't slow me down at all, because I can't afford to lose any time to him. And so this is, I believe, that next lap, or it could be 1 lap later. Try to outbrake him here into turn 8. You can see the bike kind of shuffle around a little. The camera stabilization takes a lot of it out, but if you watch the handlebars, you can see him. There's again a little head shake, but you can see him moving around a bit. And so here we go. This is, I believe, the last lap of the race, if I remember right. So we're on the back straightaway here, Justin behind me for now, and then Justin in front of me, so I'm in 3rd, he's in 2nd. But this is the last lap of the race, nothing to lose, so try to send it up underneath him, try to use that corner speed of the R6, then get on the throttle, and just try to play it defensive. Here you can see me kind of glance, make sure he didn't come up underneath me before I turn in to the corner, and then just from here on out, it's a pretty curvy part of the track, so it's hard for him to pass. And so here's the last few corners, and I ended up getting 2nd in that race. So Justin was pretty close behind me. So that's it. I ended up with a 2nd place. We got 5th in our class in the endurance, 1st in amateur GTU, 5th in middleweight superbike, and then 2nd in amateur GTO. And that was round 4 with MRA at High Plains Raceway.